everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Rhonda and I'm also known as the Sparkly One. I'm back again with another crochet project and I am calling this my Granny Square Prayer Square because I like to pray for people and I think this is a great way to stay focused and really pray for people without being distracted. This is what it looks like. Isn't that pretty? This is done in the pink and white, gray, and black colors. Now, I don't think the camera is doing this justice as I'm holding it up because of the lighting, but this center part is pink. I don't know if it's showing it on the camera, but I'm going to insert a video here of what the squares do look like. If you're interested in learning how to make this granny square is perfect because number one, I'm a granny, and if you are too, it's great because it says granny all over it. And my grandson is 20 years old, so that means that I'm going to be praying for him throughout this project that I am working on. And I have a lot of kids. I have 4 kids and my husband and a big family, so I can pray for a lot of people because I'm going to be making a lot of these squares. I'm going to make at least 24 of these squares, so I'm going to be making a blanket, I think. So if you're interested in learning how to do this and pray along with me, I think that would be really fun. So if you're going to want to be in my Granny Square Prayer Square Club, then just leave me a message below. Let me know how many people you're praying for and if that's working for you to stay focused more on how to pray for people. That would be amazing. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started on this Granny Square Prayer Square. Today we're going to make this adorable daisy granny square. So pick your favorite colors and let's get started. Look how cute these are. I love them. They're so pretty. These are my favorite colors. And just pick your favorite color, whatever you want to make as that center. Look, you're only gonna have you only need 4 different colors. And it is just very simple, very pretty, and they're pretty quick and easy to make. So let's get started on this pretty granny square with the flower in the center. This is the yarn that I'm going to be using, Baby Bernat Sport Weight yarn in the baby pink. For all of the colors that I'm using today, except for the pink, I'm using the Caron Simply Soft yarn. This one is in the gray heather, the black, here's the white, and this is just in the white. The hook I'm using is a size G hook. So the first step to this center part right here is we're going to make these little circles. And this is just done with a little cluster of 8 and they're double crochets. So let me show you how I start that. I just started with the magic circle. And just pull this up. Just like that, and then you chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and that counts as your first double crochet. I tighten up my circle just a little bit, chain 3, yarn over. This is your cluster. You're going to pull up 1 strand of yarn, you're going to go through 2 strands, yarn over, pull through 2, then you're going to have 3 on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. Chain 1, yarn over again, go into your magic circle with your double crochet, but don't do the last step, yarn over, you're going to make 2 more of those until you have 4 loops on the hook. Now this is the reason you have 4 here and you only had 3 here is because you have that chain 1 in between, but that's okay because we're going to chain 1 at the end. So just pull through all 3, chain 1, yarn over, go back into your magic circle, do that again in 3s, a cluster of 3, yarn over, pull through, go through 2, you're going to have those 4 left on your hook, pull through all 4, and chain 1. You can tighten up your circle, yarn over, go into your magic circle, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through, 2, and then go through all 4. So you do that 8 times around. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have one more. I'm going to tighten that circle up just a little bit. Yarn over, pull through, do my cluster. This is the last cluster that I'm working on right here. Pull through all of those, chain 1, and then at the end you're going to attach it at the top of that double crochet right there. So you have your chain 3, but don't go in there, go into the top of that double crochet where you started. Then all you're going to do is tighten up your circle, and then you're going to cut your yarn just like that. And then as you're working each circle, make sure that you weave in all of your ends, because it's so much easier if you can just do it all in one step instead of having to wait until they're all done. I mean, everyone has their preference, so you just do what is easiest for you. But for me, this is what I like to do. And then I'll just go ahead and weave it into the back. Like that. So there's my circle. Now the next step is to take your white yarn, and in any chain 1 space you're just going to insert your hook. You're going to add your yarn, and you're going to chain 4 just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm counting this as a chain. It's not really a chain, it's really just your slip stitch, but I just want to make sure you have 4 on there on your hook. Then you're going to yarn over, and you're going to go in that same stitch, and then you're going to do a double crochet cluster of 3, yarn over, pull through, and on these you're going to chain 2. You're going to yarn over, and you're going to do the same thing again, and you're going to yarn over and pull through all 4, just like you did on this circle down here. But the only difference is that you have 2 clusters in each stitch, okay? And there's a chain 2 space in between those 2 clusters. Then what you're going to do is you're going to chain 1, and then don't forget to carry your yarn over in the back right there, and just keep going over it so it weaves in automatically. Yarn over. I'm going to go into, whoops, I'm going to go into this next chain 2 space, or chain 1 space below. I'm going to do my clusters. It's the same as you did on the pink. Yarn over, pull through all 3 of those, and then chain 2, and go back into that same space and make another cluster. Pull through all 4, and then chain 1. So as you can see, there's 2 clusters of 3 in each of 2 clusters of 3 in each of those chain 1 spaces, with a chain 1 in between the 2 clusters. So just repeat that all the way around. Just find your other your other chain 1 space. So now I have 2, 2, 2. So you're going to have 16 of those all the way around. So finish that, and I'll show you how to join at the beginning. When you've reached the end and you've done your 16 clusters, then what you're going to do is you're going to chain 1 at the last cluster right there. Then you're going to join in the top of this stitch right there, your double crochet cluster. So there you have all of your clusters. So this is the center part right here. So the next step we're going to add is the gray. So don't forget to weave in your ends. Just go ahead and cut this. If you were like me and you weaved your end in as you went around, this is what it'll look like. Then you just cut off that little end right there and weave in this end. To join the gray, all you're going to do is find your chain 2 space. You're going to go into that. You're going to attach your gray yarn. You're going to chain 4. Attach your yarn, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like 5, but this one down here is where you attached it. That's your slip stitch. Then you're going to treble crochet into that same space. Don't forget to carry your yarn right there so you can weave it in automatically. You're going to do a treble crochet. The chain 4 counts as your first treble crochet. You're going to do another treble crochet. Then you're going to chain 3. And right here we're making a corner. So you're going to do 2 sets of 3 treble crochets into that same space with a chain 3 in between. So make your treble crochet. In case you don't know what it is, you yarn over twice, go into your space, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Yarn over twice, go into that same space, and now you have your 6 treble crochets in this corner. This is going to be your corner. And you're not going to chain in between. Don't forget to carry over your yarn, and then you're going to do a double crochet in this open space with the chain 1 space. Double crochet 3 times. And remember, you're not chaining in between. Then in the next space, you're going to do the same thing. 3 double crochets. Oops. And in the next space, you're going to do the same thing. So you're having, I'm going to show you right here. You'll have 3 double crochets, 3 sets of double crochets in between the corners. So we already made the corner. Now we're doing the 3 here, and then we're going to make a corner. So it's pretty simple, and I think that, you know, this will go very quickly once you get the hang of it. Yarn over, go into that space with a double crochet. Don't forget to carry over your yarn so you can cover it up as you go along. Now you're getting to the corner again, so you're going to do a treble crochet right here. You're going to do 3 treble crochets, and you're still carrying your yarn at the back so you can cover it. Then you're going to chain 3 because that's your corner. Yarn over twice, go back into that same space with the treble crochets. And there is your second corner. So just follow that around and do that same exact thing until you get to the beginning. And don't forget, you're going to have 3 sets of 3 double crochets in the middle of these trebles. Okay? So get working on that, and I'll meet you here at the beginning. So I'm going to join right here. So this is at the end of my last cluster right here, and I'm going to go into this space right here at the top of the chain. Where am I going to go? 1, 2, 3. I'm actually going to go underneath the top of that treble crochet to join. And then all you'll do is fasten that off, weave it in, and the other one that you did on the back, all you'll have to do is cut that because as you went along you weaved it in, hopefully. Go ahead and stretch it out. Let me move this one out of the way. This is what I do. I just try to stretch it out and get it to be more shaped. Get it to the proper shape. At the end of your row right there, all you're going to do now is you're going to chain 2, and we're going to finish this off with a single crochet all the way around. So you're just going to go underneath, you'll just go underneath and do your single crochet in each of those stitches around, all of the double crochets and treble crochets. And in the corner, you're just going to do 3 single crochets. So I have, at this point, 1, 2, 3, so I'm going to go into this. My chain 1 counts as my first single crochet. So I'm going to go in the top of each of those trebles, and in the corner, I'm just going to do 3 single crochets. So you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Then go in the top of this treble crochet right here. And continue around, and all of those double crochets and trebles. I'm carrying my yarn over here because I cut it off accidentally. I forgot I had that one last step to do, so you don't have to cut your yarn after the gray. You just keep you're just going to go around. When you get to this last stitch right here, you're just going to slip stitch into the top of this chain 2 at the beginning. And again, just stretch it out a little bit so you can kind of block it. So look, as long as you just block it, it turns out perfect. So let's weave in our ends and then move on to the black trim. At this point, you can either leave it like this, or you can add another color, or you can do whatever you want. But all I'm going to do is go around the edge with a half double crochet in each stitch, all the way around. So for the black, all you're going to do is you're going to join in the back loop only of any loop that you want. You're going to attach your black with a slip stitch. Just pull it a little tight. And then you're going to chain 2 and pull that down, yarn over, go into the back loop only of this stitch right there, and carry your yarn over so you can weave it in as you go along. So there's your half double crochet. Yarn over, back loop only, carry over your yarn so you can weave it in, and then just do this all the way around until you get to the beginning, and then join it and you'll be all done. So here is the first section, and then just come around here and go into each of those stitches and then join with a slip stitch and weave in your ends, and you'll be all finished. So be creative, have fun, and I can't wait to have you guys send pictures to me of what you're doing. I think that would be amazing. You can email me anytime at sparkly160@gmail.com. and I respond to every message. So if you have someone that you're making this for, you could use this as a prayer granny square, or you could just, you know, it's a take and go kind of project. So you can take it in the car with you when your husband's driving like I do, and you know, I never want to waste my time just sitting there doing nothing, so I always just love to crochet in the car. I know a lot of people get car sick, but I don't, and I think it's such a great project to take if you're going, you know, at least 20 minutes to an hour away somewhere. So it keeps you quite busy, makes the time go much faster. Anyway, just continue all the way around and join at the beginning, and I'll see you when you get there. When you get to the end, all you're going to do is join with a slip stitch to the top of your half double crochet. I'm not doing a pointy corner. This is more of a curved point. This is more of a curved corner. And then when I decide to join these and make a blanket or whatever I want to make, that center stitch will be where I'm going to base my corners off of when I join them together. So when I join them like this, I'm just going to either whip stitch or crochet them together. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do, but you have so many options with these. You can make a purse, you can make a hat, you can make a pot holder, you can do, you know, whatever you want. I'm probably going to make a little blanket for my couch. Just fasten off and weave in your ends, and look how pretty. There's another one. So I have probably 6 right now, and I'm just going to keep going till I have a whole bunch. And then I'll make another video showing you how I sew those together. I don't know when that will be, so you're going to have to wait a little bit for that because I'm going to have to finish all of the squares. So I hope you have fun crocheting these. They are so pretty, and just, I love it. Just do your favorite color, find out what somebody else's favorite color is, and maybe you can make them a prayer square. I think that would be a great idea to make a prayer square. So you have lots of people you could be praying for, I guess, when you're making them. And let's all pray together. I think that would be such a blessing for all of us. It blesses us way more than anybody else because it keeps us in contact with the Lord. And what better way to do that than to pray while we're crocheting? So I feel like the Lord is using this channel in a mighty way. I've already gotten a lot of people telling me wonderful things that have come from my video of the shawl that I used all my Bible verses on, and I said I was using that for my prayer shawl, and which I did for my friend Debbie, and she's doing great. And this is a prayer square, so you can pray for a lot of people. Like if you're going to make, you know, 48 squares, you have a lot of praying to do. So they're approximately 5.5 inches square, and from the diagonal about 7 inches. Just have fun, be creative, and happy crocheting! Bye from the sparkly one.